This episode is brought to you by Honda. When you test drive the all-electric Prologue SUV, there's a lot that could impress you about it. There's the generous passenger space, the clean, thoughtful design, and the intuitive technology. But out of everything, what you'll really love most is that it's a Honda. Visit honda.com/EV to see offers.
Whatever the occasion, effortless elegance is right this way. Because Hilton brings you new ways to stay courtesy of the Nomad London. And it doesn't stop at award-winning dining in a space draped in velvet and illuminated by vintage chandeliers. No, this day goes beyond with unparalleled personalized service and attentive hospitality. Oh, and did we mention the Nomad London can be booked using your Hilton Honors points at Hilton.com? Hilton, for this day.
This episode is brought to you by Indeed. When your computer breaks, you don't wait for it to magically start working again. You fix the problem. So why wait to hire the people your company desperately needs? Use Indeed's sponsored jobs to hire top talent fast. And even better, you only pay for results. There's no need to wait. Speed up your hiring with a $75 sponsored job credit at Indeed.com/podcast. Terms and conditions apply.
From the Fifth Quarter Studios in Madison, Wisconsin, you're listening to Coach Unplugged. And now, your host, Steve Collins.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Coach Unplugged. I'm so happy you decided to join us. Before we get started today, I'd like to give a big shout out to our sponsors. First of all, Dr. Dish, the #1 shoe machine in the market. I've said this multiple times. We own 3 of them. I want a 4th and a 5th. My AD's listening to me, but they're so great. They work so well. They're so easy to set up. I think my record is 37 seconds or 32 seconds to set it up. But mention Coach Unplugged, they'll give you $450 off. Mention Coach Collins, they'll take really good care of you. And also go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. This is a one-stop shop for basketball coaches. It's everything you need from a nationally ranked. We won 3 state titles. I think we were just talking recently. We've won over 460 games in our program and lost 130 over the last 20 years. And I think we know the secret sauce to be successful, the roadmap, what it takes on and off the court. So go over and check it out and enjoy the podcast. Bye.
And this topic today was a question you posted on our Facebook group at Coaching Youth Hoops on so go to Facebook, subscribe and like Coaching Youth Hoops over there. It's a dynamic community, which I absolutely love. Very helpful. So the question was that you asked, in your opinion, what's something every coach should teach their players? And I would love to ask that question to you, and then I'll share some of the responses that we got on the Facebook group.
All right, so my microphone just died, so we're just going to keep going here. Does it sound okay?
Yeah, it sounds fine. Sounds
okay.
Slightly different than normal, but it's fine. It's just,
we'll finish here, and then we'll figure out what's going on. I'm not sure.
You're good.
We'll go. We'll just go off grid. I don't really even need this anymore. It's not.
There you go. You're fine. There you go.
Okay.
Talk to us.
Talk to you,
Collins. Yeah.
I'm not sure. What do you think is the most important? I know what I think, and I've said it multitude of times. What I think the most important thing to teach is. What do you think it is?
So, it's a really good question, because what we did is we have this culture that we teach within my program, and I've talked about it on the podcast before, and it's 2 pieces, and we actually. I need to do a video just on this, because I get asked a lot about it. It's 2 pieces. It's the game that we teach on the court and the beliefs that we think win games, and the game in your head, which oftentimes is the bigger opponent.
Right.
Okay. I don't know what direction you were asking for coaches in this particular question.
Pretty
Most
open.
of them. Yeah, it's pretty open-ended. I was surprised by some of the answers. I thought they were going to talk about, you need to teach them footwork, you need to teach them, this, but they actually took more of the mental intangible side. So the three things that we often talk about, which is a play on words here. So we have our red dot culture that we talk about. Uh, so the basketball stuff is this: rebounding, efficient scoring, and defense. Those are the three things that we really put a big emphasis on in my group, my level up group. And then that's the game on the court. And the game in your head is drive open together. So play on words with drive and open. It's not driving and driving to the hoop. It's bringing energy and effort. You got to bring energy and effort because you and I can't coach that. They got to bring energy and effort to practice with their teammates. You have to get excited about being there. It doesn't mean they're always happy and jumping around, right? But it's energy and effort. Open is being coachable, being a good sport, being teachable, having your peers help you and teach you, taking criticism for what it is, just taking criticism, I'm not picking on you, I'm trying to help you improve on the game and in life. And then the last thing is just playing together, being together. It's together as the T, not team, but together. I think together has a bigger overarching feeling and meaning than just team. And together, I mean, like, we're really bonded. Like, this person next to you, I always ask them, what's the most important, or who's the most important person? And like, look to your left, look to your right. That's the most important person, right? It's supporting one another and knowing that it's not about my individual record, right? And this is a perfect example of how it translates to the game on the court. I can't tell you how many instances, and I can't wait to watch the film on this, which we recorded through Game Changer. Is there was multiple times in our game yesterday that everyone touched the ball. That's being together.
Right.
In one possession before we found the open person. And I mean, we skipped that ball around, not even a dribble. It was just pass it back. Oh, literally found an open person under the hoop. How many times? Can't even tell you. Like, literally all by yourself. Boom, got it. But that's being together, and no one's being selfish.
Right.
Right.
What do you think is the hardest thing to teach?
I think it's the hardest thing to teach. I think that the first thought when you asked that question was this togetherness. And I see it with my younger teams. They'll all want to score. They're just chucking the ball up. And now they've just started with me. They haven't been through a full year of our culture yet. The older teams know it and breathe it. And, it's me reinforcing that message over and over again with them about being together. So I think that whole concept of being together and knowing that at the end of the day, am I ever going to remember that I scored 50 points? Well, 50, you might, 12 points in a game. No, I'm going to remember the girls I'm doing battle with. I'm going to remember the good times we had together. I'm going to remember being together. And even if I don't remember their names 25 years from now, I'm going to remember the feeling.
It's the feeling
that I had. So.
Yes, I agree. I would agree that yes, I would think the team part is the hardest part. I think defense is harder to teach than offense in some respects.
Correct. I do too. I'm struggling. We're struggling a little bit on defense because of that. I mean, they got the offense down now, and we're doing funnel down. Okay. And it's remembering to funnel the right way. Just to funnel, right? At first it started okay, and then when the game gets going, it's
hard.
So that's hard. Yeah. So some of the comments though are right. They're like the one that got the most. Well, the couple that got a lot of thumbs up. One was, I think this was this one: sportsmanship, respect, communication. Communication is tough.
Well, communication's hard. That is hard.
Yeah, that is hard. Unselfishness. Yeah. So a lot of things we talked about: sportsmanship, like being together, right? Respect, communications, toughness, and selfishness. Those are all good things. Mental toughness was another one. A lot of teamwork, right? Was something we need to being accountable, fundamentals that, going to the game on the court, right?
Right.
The importance of teamwork. So a lot of those types of, yeah, I don't care if it's, if if you're with them just from one season, you're 3 months and that's your basketball season, you have one practice a week. If you
Right.
teach those and integrate those life lessons within your practice, you are going to win a lot of games, and it's going to make for a better experience for the kids as well. And you got to find a way to talk about and show what does being respectful mean to one another? And I would really encourage, I mean, I think for us, it was a game changer when I came up with this red dot culture, because it's easy to say now, and you just do it. And we manifest it. And I know I've talked about this on the podcast before. Every practice, every game, we're putting a red dot. You can still see mine a little bit. The girls
Right.
went a little crazy. I got a big red dot on between my thumb and my pointer finger. And we manifest it because it's this idea of, I always tell them, guess what's going to happen today? You're going to make a mistake. And I literally say it like that. And I
Right.
said, what do? You push your red button on your hand and you say next play. That's
Right.
it. That's the next play. Go on. You're gonna make a
Move.
mistake.
Mistake response. I talk about it.
Yep, mistake response. Yeah. Yeah. That's what it
what's
is.
it gonna
So
be when things aren't going well. All right. Anything else, Coach?
yeah, go check out our Facebook group at Coaching Youth Hoops. So Facebook group, go to groups and then just quickly type in there Coaching Youth Hoops Facebook group.
And I'm gonna go try to figure out why my microphone's not working. So
yeah, let's go figure this out.
maybe I need a new one. I need a new one. Maybe that's what I need I need to redo my
You got to set up your whole studio, Coach.
my studio. All right. Till next week, Coach.
Till next week.
Everybody, I hope you enjoyed the podcast. That was a great one. Make sure you subscribe and like wherever you listen to podcasts, Apple, Spotify, or whatever, and go over and check out teachhoops.com for coaches who want to get better. Have a great day.
This podcast is part of the Sports Social Podcast Network.
Memorial Day doorbuster deals are here at Lowe's. Right now, Rewards members save $80 on the Master Forge 4-burner gas grill, now just $149. Plus, Rewards members save $900 on the Lowe's exclusive Hisense French door refrigerator, now only $999. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 5/26. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See Lowe's.com for more details. Program subject to terms and conditions. Details at Lowe's.com/terms. Subject to change.